The town is talking. Your daughter is the reason why everyone is laughing at. My beloved child, today you need to listen with your heart still, because the story unfolding around you is not small, it is shaking the entire town. People are whispering, doors are closing halfway when you walk by, and eyes that once looked at you normally now carry a spark of something you can't decode. But let me tell you the truth behind all this noise. Your daughter is the center of a storm you never saw coming. And this storm didn't start with a mistake, it started with a secret revelation she never meant to reveal. Everyone thinks they know what happened, but not a single person knows why. Stay with me, because something huge is waiting for you, something that will flip every assumption upside down. The real reason they're laughing is not humiliation, it's fear wrapped in mockery, because what your daughter exposed has the power to bring the whole truth to light. Amen. Blessing 111. Listen carefully, because what happened didn't happen in a moment, this was building silently for months. Your daughter didn't plan to become the center of attention, but destiny pushed her into a spotlight she did not ask for. Yesterday afternoon, something happened in front of almost 50 people, something so unexpected, so shocking, that the entire town froze before laughter erupted. But that laughter was fake. It was a shield. A cover-up. A distraction from what they felt inside. People weren't laughing at her, they were laughing because they were afraid that the secret she exposed would shatter their perfect image of themselves. Your daughter said one sentence, just one, and that sentence carried more truth than anything spoken in that town in years. And now the same people pretending to mock her can't sleep tonight, because her words hit a place they've been avoiding for too long. Amen. Blessing 222. Now hear this, my child, because this is the part no one will dare tell you. Someone important, someone respected, someone powerful, was the real target of what your daughter revealed. And they know it. That person is terrified, because your daughter accidentally exposed a lie they have been maintaining for years. Their entire reputation, their entire influence, their entire social power rests on a truth they never wanted anyone to see. And your daughter, without meaning to, cracked it right open. The laughter isn't about embarrassment, it's about delay. They're laughing because if they stop laughing, they'll have to face the truth. And the truth is too dangerous for them to handle. But for you? This truth will free you from something that has been weighing on your life for years. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal exactly what your daughter said, who panicked, and why everything is about to turn in your favor. Amen. Blessing 333. From this moment onward, understand one thing clearly: what happened yesterday was not an accident, it was a divine push. Your daughter didn't just speak, she unlocked something. And now, the entire town is pretending to laugh so they don't have to admit the truth. She exposed the one person they all secretly fear. But before I reveal that name, I want you to breathe, because the next lines will shake you to your core. And remember, something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 444. Let me take you back to that exact moment, the moment when 50 pairs of eyes widened and every heartbeat in that room froze. Your daughter stood there, trembling but unbroken, and she spoke a truth that no child should have had to carry alone. She said it with innocence, but her words hit with the force of thunder. And the person she exposed, the one pretending everything is fine, felt their entire world collapse for a second. That's when the laughter began. Fake. Forced. Nervous. Because if they didn't laugh, they would have cried out in fear of being found out. That moment was not humiliation, it was revelation. And deep down, every person watching knew they were witnessing something that would echo through the town for years. Amen. Blessing 555. Before I continue revealing the deeper truth, pause for just 1 second and give your audience the chance to stay connected. Tell them to stay with you, to comment, "I'm listening," and to share this message with someone who needs strength. Because what comes next will expose motives, hidden traps, and the real reason your daughter has become the talk of the town. Now brace yourself, because the person your daughter exposed wasn't just anyone. It was someone who has controlled narratives, manipulated stories, and shaped public opinion for far too long. And now their power is cracking. Next, I will reveal exactly who panicked first, what your daughter's words truly meant, and why the town's laughter is about to turn into silence. Amen. Blessing 666. Now listen with absolute stillness, because what I'm about to reveal is the part no one in that town wants you to know. The first person who panicked, the one whose smile disappeared for a split second before the fake laughter began, was someone your family has crossed paths with many times. Someone who always acted polite in front of you, but carried a hidden agenda behind every friendly word. The moment your daughter spoke, their face drained of color. Their hands trembled. They didn't expect her, an innocent child, to uncover something adults were too afraid to confront. This is why the town is buzzing. Not because of mockery, but because your daughter accidentally exposed a shadow that person kept buried for years. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's getting closer than you think. Amen. Blessing 777. Let me take you deeper into that moment, the exact second your daughter's words landed like lightning in the middle of the room. She mentioned something, very specific, very sharp, that only someone who has seen the truth could say. And that truth pointed directly at the one person who pretends to be perfect, the one who carries a spotless reputation, the one who manipulates the town's opinions without anyone realizing it. When your daughter spoke, that person immediately looked around to see if anyone else understood the meaning. And they did. The crowd went silent, not because they were shocked, but because they recognized the truth instantly. Their laughter came later, when the fear started spreading through them. They laughed to avoid looking guilty. They laughed to delay the downfall they feel coming. Your daughter didn't embarrass the family, she triggered the beginning of justice. Amen. Blessing 888. But here is the twist no one expected, the part that will make everything suddenly click into place. Someone in that room recorded the entire moment. Not because they wanted to mock your daughter, but because they sensed something powerful was happening. That recording is already circulating quietly, from phone to phone, reaching people who weren't even there. And every person who watches it realizes that the laughter in the background isn't aimed at her, it's covering up something darker. This recording, my child, is about to become the very weapon that turns the whole situation around. The town won't be laughing for long. In the next part, I will reveal what exactly your daughter said, why those words were so dangerous, and how that recording will change everything. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 999. Before we go any further, hold your breath for a moment, because what I'm about to reveal is the heart of the entire storm. The sentence your daughter spoke, the one that silenced a room full of adults, was not random, accidental, or childish. It was a truth she had overheard, something whispered behind closed doors, something the wrong person never wanted repeated. And when she said it out loud, every mask in that room cracked. The person she exposed felt the walls closing in, and that is why the town erupted into that strange, nervous laughter. They weren't laughing at her, they were laughing out of panic. Because deep inside, they knew, the truth has finally slipped through their fingers. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1111. Now pause for just a moment, and remind your viewers to stay locked in, tell them to comment, reveal it, and share this with someone who needs courage, because the next few lines will expose everything the town has been hiding. Your daughter spoke a line that only a guilty person would fear. She said, "But you told her not to tell anyone, why are you pretending now?" Just that one sentence. And the room froze. Because that single line exposed a private conversation the powerful person thought no one had heard. A conversation that revealed manipulation, deceit, and the truth behind their carefully polished image. When your daughter spoke, the person's eyes widened so fast that everyone noticed. Their throat dried. Their smile vanished. And for that 1 second, the entire town saw who they truly were. That is why laughter followed, because fear needed somewhere to hide. Amen. Blessing 1212. Now comes the most shocking twist, the part that will change everything you thought you knew. The person your daughter exposed has already tried to silence the story. They've gone door to door, whispering their own version of events, trying to flip the narrative before the truth spreads too far. But it's too late. That recording from yesterday, the one quietly moving through phones, has reached someone they cannot control. Someone who knows how to read expressions, how to detect lies, how to see through masks. And that person has already started asking questions. The town's laughter is about to turn into whispers, then whispers into confessions, and confessions into consequences. In the next part, I will reveal who received the recording, why they are about to step forward, and how this will not only protect your daughter but uncover a truth your family never expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1313. Now the air around this story begins to shift, because the recording that caught everything, the silence, the trembling voice, the forced laughter, has finally landed in the hands of the one person your daughter's exposer never wanted involved. This person is not loud, not dramatic, but their influence is deeper than anyone in town realizes. They don't accept lies. They don't bend for manipulation. They see the truth in people the way others see colors and shapes. And when they watched the video, they didn't laugh. They didn't flinch. Their eyes locked on the guilty person's face, and in that moment, they understood everything your daughter unintentionally revealed. The town thinks they're laughing now, but soon, that laughter will turn into fear, because the truth has finally reached someone who will not let it die. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1414. Let me take you into the exact reaction of this person, because their expression changed the moment your daughter's sentence played. But you told her not to tell anyone. Why are you pretending now? Those words hit like fire. The person watching didn't focus on your daughter's voice, they focused on the guilty individual's eyes, the panic that shot through them before the room forced itself into laughter. They replayed the clip 3 times, zooming in, slowing it down, studying every blink, every twitch, every shift of posture. Then they said one quiet sentence, "This isn't a child's mistake, this is someone's secret slipping out." That's when they decided they would step in. They would not allow your daughter to carry the weight of truth alone. They would not let the town's false narrative overshadow innocence. Something inside them woke up, something strong, something righteous, something that has been waiting for the right moment to rise. Amen. Blessing 15:15. Now here's the twist that the town is completely unprepared for, the development that will turn every whisper into shock. The person who received the recording shares a history with the guilty individual. A long one. A silent one. A hidden one. And that history contains a betrayal so deep that they have been waiting years for the truth to come out. Your daughter did not just speak a sentence, she opened a door that this person has been knocking on quietly, waiting for the perfect crack to appear. Now that the truth has begun to surface, this individual is gathering every piece of the puzzle, every lie ever told, every inconsistency ever noticed. They are preparing to confront the guilty one in a way no one in town expects. And when that confrontation happens, the entire narrative will flip in your favor. In the next part, I will reveal the connection between these two individuals, the hidden betrayal that ties them together, and why your daughter's words have just triggered a long-awaited reckoning. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 16:16. Now the hidden history begins to rise from the shadows, and the connection between the person who received the recording and the one your daughter exposed is far deeper, and far more explosive, than anyone in the town could imagine. Years ago, these two were close. Not friends, but allies. They shared information, exchanged favors, built reputations together. But one of them, the guilty one, broke that bond in a way that left a wound buried underneath silence. They betrayed trust not once, but twice. They twisted stories, shifted blame, and used their influence to make themselves look like the hero while quietly stepping on the one person who helped them reach that status. And ever since that day, the betrayed one has been waiting, not for revenge, but for a moment when the truth would reveal itself naturally, without their hands forcing it. Your daughter's words became that moment. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 17:17. Let me take you into the mind of the one who was betrayed, the one now holding the recording. When they watched the clip, a memory resurfaced, something that happened years back, a conversation they thought they'd forgotten. In that memory, the guilty person said the exact same line your daughter repeated. "Don't tell anyone, they won't understand." That sentence was once used to manipulate them too. To silence them. To make them carry a secret that wasn't theirs. And when your daughter echoed those same words, something clicked inside them. They realized your daughter wasn't lying, wasn't mistaken, wasn't confused. She had overheard the same pattern of manipulation that they once endured. That realization didn't make them emotional, it made them determined. Determined to ensure that history does not repeat itself through your child. Determined to reveal what the town has been blind to for far too long. Amen. Blessing 18:18. Now comes the turning point, the moment when all the scattered pieces align into one unstoppable revelation. The betrayed individual has decided to step out of silence and confront the situation head-on. And this time, they are not alone. Your daughter's words are the spark, the recording is the evidence, and their own past is the fuel. They are going to expose why the guilty one has been manipulating the town for years, how they maintain their spotless public image, and why they panicked the moment your daughter spoke. What is coming next will not just shake the town, it will dismantle a false legacy built on lies. In the next part, I will reveal the exact plan this person is preparing, who they will confront first, and how this revelation will shift the entire power of the town into your favor. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 1919. Now the moment of awakening begins, because the person who has stayed silent for years, carrying wounds carved by betrayal, is finally ready to step forward. They spent the entire night replaying the recording, not out of curiosity, but out of clarity. Every time your daughter spoke that one dangerous sentence, they felt the truth rising through the layers of old memories. They saw the same pattern, the same manipulation, the same twisted tactics the guilty one once used on them. And now they know, this is their moment. Not for revenge, but for justice. Not for noise, but for truth. The town may be laughing today, but tomorrow their voices will tremble. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 2020. Let me take you into the plan forming inside this person's mind, because they are not someone who acts impulsively. They move with precision. Strategy. Silence. And now they have three powerful tools. Your daughter's truth. The recording spreading quietly across phones. Their own buried past that finally matches the present. They know exactly who to confront first, not the guilty one, but the people who have been unknowingly protecting them. Those who defend the wrong person out of loyalty, habit, or fear. These individuals have believed the curated image for years. They have supported lies wrapped in charm. But once they see the recording, once they hear your daughter's voice, once they notice the panic in the guilty one's eyes, their trust will crumble. And when that trust collapses, the guilty person's entire social shield will fall with it. Amen. Blessing 21:21. But here is the twist that will flip everything in your favor, the revelation that will make you understand why destiny used your daughter as the catalyst. The betrayed person isn't planning to expose the truth privately. They are preparing to reveal it in front of the very people who laughed. The same room. The same faces. The same mockers who tried to cover fear with laughter. They want them to witness the truth they denied. They want the guilty one to face the same crowd they once manipulated. And when this confrontation happens, the laughter will not just stop. It will collapse into silence so deep the town will never forget it. Because your daughter didn't humiliate the family. She ignited a reckoning. Now the stage of truth is being prepared, and the location where everything will unfold is not random, it's the same hall where your daughter spoke that one powerful sentence. Destiny is bringing everyone back to the exact spot where the truth first cracked open. The betrayed individual chose this place for a reason. People lie in private, but they cannot hide their reactions in public. In that hall, under those same lights, surrounded by the same people who laughed, the truth will echo louder than the mockery ever did. And the guilty one already senses it. They've been restless since yesterday, pacing, making calls, trying to control a situation that is slipping out of their hands. They feel the storm approaching. And this time, they cannot escape it. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 23:23. Let me show you what is about to unfold in that hall, because the moment is closer than anyone realizes. The betrayed individual arrives with calm confidence. No fear. No hesitation. Just truth carried in their eyes. People notice the shift immediately. Their presence feels heavier, more serious than usual. The crowd quiets down without being told. And then, with the room still, they play the recording aloud. Your daughter's voice fills the space. But you told her not to tell anyone. Why are you pretending now? That sentence lands like thunder. All the fake laughter from yesterday vanishes from their memories. Now, they hear the panic. They see the guilty person's reaction magnified, projected clearly through every tremble, every shift, every nervous blink. The atmosphere tightens. Hearts beat faster. No one moves. No one blinks. Because now, the truth is undeniable. Amen. Blessing 24:24. And now comes the moment that will rewrite everything, the moment the guilty one never imagined they would face publicly. The betrayed individual turns slowly, looks directly at the guilty person, and says, "This is not her mistake. This is the truth you've been hiding." Gasps ripple across the room. The crowd that once laughed now feels exposed, embarrassed, and guilty for participating in something they didn't fully understand. The guilty one tries to speak, but their voice cracks. They look around for support, but the faces surrounding them are no longer amused. They are questioning, judging, seeing clearly for the first time. The power they held for years collapses in seconds. Their charm fails. Their influence fades. Their lies begin to unravel right in front of the people they once controlled. And this is only the beginning. In the next part, I will reveal the guilty person's first reaction, the words they will attempt to use to save themselves, and why their downfall is guaranteed, because your daughter's truth cannot be dismissed anymore. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 25:25. Now the true breaking point arrives, the moment when the guilty one finally realizes there is no escape left. The room is silent, so silent that even a single breath feels loud. The recording has already exposed their panic, their manipulation, their lies, and now every eye in the hall is fixed on them, waiting to hear what they will say. Their throat tightens. Their hands shake. Their heart pounds so loud they feel it in their ears. And when they finally open their mouth, their voice isn't confident anymore, it's trembling. Weak. Cornered. They try to force a smile, but their lips refuse to move naturally. Their entire act is collapsing. And the town is watching it fall piece by piece. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 26:26. Let me take you inside the guilty one's desperate attempt, because their first reaction is not anger, it's panic disguised as innocence. They try to say, "It was a misunderstanding, she's just a child, she didn't know what she was saying." But this time, their words don't land the way they used to. People aren't nodding. They aren't defending. They aren't softening. Instead, every person in the room stares at them with suspicion. Because the recording didn't just reveal your daughter's statement. It revealed their fear. Their refusal to make eye contact. Their attempt to laugh louder than everyone else. Their sudden loss of composure. The betrayed individual steps forward again and says, "If this was a misunderstanding, then why did your face freeze before you forced yourself to laugh?" The guilty one has no answer. Their mouth opens but no words come out. The truth is too exposed to cover now. Amen. Blessing 27:27. And now comes the moment the entire town will remember forever, the moment when the guilty one tries to save themselves by shifting blame, one final, desperate attempt to maintain control. They point at the betrayed individual and say, "They've always had something against me, this is revenge." But the room doesn't buy it. Not this time. Because the betrayed individual takes a deep breath and reveals something no one expected. "If I wanted revenge, I would have exposed you years ago. I stayed silent. But your manipulation didn't stop with me, you tried to use the same tricks on an innocent child." Gasps hit the room like a wave. People step back from the guilty one, not wanting to be associated with them anymore. Their reputation, once spotless, is now cracking like glass under pressure. And for the first time, the town sees who the real manipulator is. Your daughter's voice, innocent yet powerful, has done what adults couldn't. In the next part, I will reveal the moment when the crowd finally turns against the guilty one, what they demand next, and how this confrontation will transform your daughter from the center of mockery into the symbol of truth. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 28:28. Now the entire room begins to shift, and the energy around the guilty one grows heavier with every passing second. Faces that once laughed, now harden. Eyes that once avoided conflict, now lock onto the truth standing in front of them. The guilty one realizes they're no longer protected by alliances, influence, or charm. Every person present has seen the recording. Every person has witnessed their panic. And every person now knows the laughter was a cover-up, not for your daughter, but for them. The room feels like it's closing in, inch by inch, and for the first time in years, they feel powerless. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 29:29. Now witness the exact moment the crowd turns, because this is where destiny flips everything in your favor. One woman in the back, someone who always defended the guilty person, steps forward and says softly, "We laughed yesterday, but today I see the truth." Her voice breaks the silence. Then another person steps forward. Then another. Suddenly the entire room forms a quiet circle of realization. Their expressions shift from confusion to disappointment, and then into anger. Not loud anger, but the kind that simmers deep and steady, the kind that changes everything. Someone finally asks the question everyone has been afraid to ask for years. What else have you been lying about? The guilty one's face drains of color. Their hands clutch the edge of a chair. Their breath becomes shallow. Because now the crowd is not waiting for excuses, they're demanding truth. Amen. Blessing 30:30. Now comes the moment your daughter's destiny transforms, the moment when innocence becomes strength and truth becomes power. The betrayed individual steps beside your daughter, placing a protective hand on her shoulder. The entire room turns to look at her, not with judgment, but with respect. Someone whispers. She saw what none of us were brave enough to see. Another says. That child spoke the truth we were all too afraid to face. And in that instant, the same town that mocked her, begins to admire her. The same people who laughed, feel ashamed. The same voices that echoed cruelty, now echo gratitude. Your daughter didn't break the town's peace. She broke its silence. The guilty one senses their downfall and tries one last attempt to run from the truth, but the crowd blocks their path, demanding answers, demanding accountability, demanding everything your daughter unintentionally exposed. In the next part, I will reveal the final confrontation, the guilty person's collapse, and the moment when the entire town finally acknowledges your daughter as the reason truth came to light, not for laughter, but for justice. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 31:31.